My brothers and sisters, hello. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful day. This is Soul Talk with Soleil Shay, me. Thank you so much for returning. I'm especially pleased to be meeting you today. Today is my birthday, or as my good friend Billy referred to it as my Earth Day. I like that a lot better. Sorry, my camera keeps lighting. So anyways, recently I've been sort of asked about this topic of being alive and what it means to really be alive and be inside your body. And so that's sort of the topic that we're going to talk about today, is about being inside your body and how to do so. And many of you might be wondering why I'm choosing to bring up this topic today, but I think that it's really important to talk about because if you're doing soul work, if you're learning how to speak through your soul, you really can't forget about your body. I think what happens when we're working on gaining enlightenment and trying to ascend, we forget about our human vessels so much. I think we just tend to not see them as being so important because we're trying to raise our consciousness. We're focusing all on our minds, if that's the only thing that matters. And something that I think that has always kept me sort of in tune with my body is dancing. I mean, anybody that really knows me and has really seen me dance can see that I really get all into each and every possible way that my body could move. I mean, I really want to be able to communicate with it properly, and so that's a way that I like to do so. And yeah, of course, I mean, being alive and being in your body has a lot to do with what you eat. You know, you are what you eat. As above, so below. As within, so without. So I really truly believe that you are what you put inside of your body. So you must be really careful exactly what you eat. And we can go over different foods that you can eat that will really help your mind, body, soul, spirit connection. And we can go over that. I mean, but that's information that you could get anywhere. I suppose you could get that from a nutritionalist, and maybe there's some things that I believe in that other people don't, but that, as far as nutrition goes, but that's okay. Mainly what I'm here to help you with is how to become more in tune physically with your body through physical exercise or physical exertion. So one of those things is, besides dancing, yoga. I mean, I think that yoga, if anything, is the number one the number one physical practice that you could use to get in tune with your body, with your soul, with your spirit. I mean, that was entirely what it was created for in the first place. So yoga is a pretty ancient tradition that dates back to the 19th or 20th century. It's a pre-Vedic Indian tradition that it's a practice, but very much so a discipline, and the fact that it isn't easy to make that a part of your daily life. But I think that anything that we make a part of our daily lives, just like our affirmations or the decision every morning that you are going to do this spiritual work and expand your consciousness, I think that in and of itself is a discipline as well. So this specific type of practice that is truly a spiritual mind, body, soul connection. You know, I now, I've been practicing for 4 or 5 years, but it really doesn't even feel like a practice anymore. It's a part of who I am. I do yoga when I'm standing at the gas station, because I do live in California, so unfortunately I do still have to drive a car, but or I don't have to, but I do in order to get myself around. But anyways, that's not really the point. The point being is that you know, yoga is definitely a way to do that, and there's different types of yoga that you can get involved with. You know, there's some that involves more of the core workout. I do vinyasa flow. Everything in my life cohesively just flows together these days. This is just kind of how it is now that I've really started becoming in tune with what serves me the best. So really, it's all about being yourself, guys. You know, it's all about doing what truly makes you happy, what truly makes you feel in tune with yourself, what really connects you to the spirits, what connects you to the source. That's what I go with. I mean, another way for me is just any type of flow prop. Like, I hula hoop. Any videos, if you guys have seen me on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, you know, I practice hula hooping every day. I've been at it for 1.5 years now, and I can honestly say that it's really truly helped me become in tune with my body. It's helped me be aware of myself, aware of my surroundings, aware of nature. I mean, it has just connected this whole thing together. But there are other different types of flow props that you can use. If you haven't really heard of the flow community before, you know, check it out. There's really something for everybody there. There's juggling. I mean, we've all heard of juggling, right? You know, there's poi. That would probably be one of the best things to start out with. There's contact staff. So there's Bugang as well, the S staff. So there's so many different ways and so many different you know, sections of just creating your own flow is really what this is about. You know, being inside your own body is all about creating your own flow, finding your own flow, going with the flow. It's not just about just letting things go and roll off your back. I mean, yeah, that would be ideal, right? But what essentially helps me with that is physical practices to get rid of our anxiety. You know, yoga itself is proven to reduce the risk for schizophrenia, anxiety, depression, heart disease. I mean, you name it. So many things it's been good for. And for me personally, you know, because I am an old soul, or, you know, I feel like I've been here for a really long time, there's a certain amount of just aches and pains and things that have come from partially what I've physically done to myself in this life, as I am a physical person, but it's all kind of been there for a long time. And so I think that there's just like damage from past lifetimes, from times that doesn't even have to do with this, and the congestion of the state of our world. I really do think that has to affect it. That even though, you know, I'm a healthy person, I still feel fatigued a lot, even if I'm drinking a lot of water or eating properly. It doesn't really matter. I honestly think that it has to do with our surroundings. And so it's incredibly important to just make sure that I, as well as you, just take care of all of the aspects of that. You know, really, really feel yourself inside of this vessel, because we're given this one human vessel in this lifetime. You know, we picked this, whether or not you think so. On some levels, on some soul level, your soul picked to be inside of this body. And so love your body, you know, love every single part of your body. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself, is to just truly love your body and accept it and study it. You know, to pay attention to the lines in your hands and your feet. You know, pay attention to what it feels like for your feet to just be in the sand. I mean, I honestly dare you to just go out into nature and really feel what it's like to become one with it, because I promise you that you will never feel more alive than walking out into the forest with no shoes on and no plans, no nothing with you. Leave your possessions behind and just feel what it's like to be one with nature, because that is really what we're here for. That's a huge part of what we're here for, is to appreciate this earth, to nurture it, to help it grow, but to appreciate it because it's a gift that has been given to us. And if we don't become in tune with ourselves, become more aware of how we're damaging our own body, how can we ever be able to help heal this planet? So definitely being in tune with your body. You know, another thing that helps with that is just simply laughing. I mean, just try it. Try to laugh for 30 seconds straight. And I think that you'll find you won't have to try to laugh anymore. You won't have to fake it. You won't have to fake it, you know? Maybe fake it till you make it. You hear that? Like, fake it till you make it. Well, fake that laugh until it's real, until you feel it in your belly, in the core of your being. And when that happens, I really think that you'll see a shift and in your energy and in your consciousness. And I think that you'll see a shift, and you'll notice that there's much to do in this life. There's so much to do, and there's so much to live for. There's a lot to live for. And things are, we're in hard times, and we're always kind of facing hard times, right? And we create this for ourselves. We create these road blockages, and we create these obstacles and difficulties because on some level we really did ask for it, and we were searching for these things, you know. So if you don't want it anymore, if you want to change, then change it. You know, there are tools that were all laid down for us here on Earth. They were set here for us. So that we could use them, you know. So eating properly. I have always and will always eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. There's so many different things out there. Even if you think that you may not be a veggie person, you know, it's all about the spices that you use. We have spices for a reason. They're all natural and there for us to use to help our taste buds. But honestly, I think that once you start really getting into the health wise and becoming in tune with your wellness, and you'll start to feel that shift, and maybe you won't need the spices so much anymore. That's how I feel. But anyways, fruits and vegetables are really important. You know, for me personally, based off of my blood type, I have to eat a certain way. So there's a certain amount of like citrus that I can't have. And there's certain things like avocado will give me a stomachache. But that's for my personal blood type. You'd have to look up yours and see what yours is, because we should be eating based off of our blood types. If you don't know that, you know, do some research, and you'll find that I'm right about that as well. But it's really important to have your fruits and your vegetables, and you know, like nuts as well. It's really important. I have a lot of almonds and cashews and macadamia nuts, and just so many different types. It's all out here for us, guys. We just have to do the research, you know. If you really care about your body, if you really care about this planet, if you really care about your life, then you can do anything to change it at any time, any point in time. There's no time like the present, right? So you can start it today. You can literally start it today, and you can tell yourself that you're gonna start it for a week. Give yourself a week, and then I think you'll find at the end of the week it went by a lot easier than you expected. So I really feel like in order for your brain to shift, in order for you to reprogram your mind, or to reprogram your body, you really have to reprogram your mind first. And so you really have to get your head around the idea of doing things differently, you know. And maybe the greatest thing of all that has taught me about being one with my body is meditation. I I can only tell you that that's done a lot for me. It's connected everything, you know, to truly be open to receiving health and wellness and answers to the questions that we're looking for, open to receiving light and love. Our fear, our insecurities, our pain, that's what sickens us. We often don't realize how much we are existing through our pain bodies, not just physical and emotional pain bodies, and how much we act and interact with each other every day out of that, and not even our true self. So healing is what we're doing here. It's what this soul talk, this soul work is for. It's all about healing, because there's lifetimes of pain and sorrow and negative energy and so many things to work through and clear out, you know. So this is just it's the very beginning. There's a lot to do here. It's not necessarily easy, but I think that you'll find that once you take one step in the right direction, the rest will sort of present itself for you. And to having a seeking, open mind, that's the best way that you can be inside your body. Many people think that I'm crazy for being an eccentric person and moving around the way that I do and just getting my body to interact the way that I do, even when I'm at the drum circle, you know, because I go there often, because I really feel the music. I feel it match my heartbeat, you know. I feel it, and I feel it inside my bones, and it moves me. And the thing is that the way that it moves me and how crazy it might make me seem to some people, I also see it as a chain reaction. You know, and I don't mean that in a cocky way at all. It's just that, you know, that's the way that energy works. And so I can see it shift others. And it's really beautiful to be a muse and to hold a space for others to just truly be themselves. So the best thing that I could do is, you know, other than physically being around people and having that effect on them, I would love to be able to just give them this tool, the tool that I have, you know, because maybe that's just something that we haven't talked about enough. How to truly love and be inside your own body. So I hope that this helped. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you stopping by. I will hold this space for anyone that needs it. That's what I'm here for. So, anyways, I see you. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for stopping by.